Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's Wisdom Wednesday. My name is Kristen Gear. I am the Director of Operations and one of the Managing Directors for BNI Arizona. And every single week, I come to you live with a Wisdom Wednesday video that counts as one chapter education unit for watching. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's edition. We have so much going on around town. I was just at the BNI National Conference in Miami and it was amazing. So can't wait to share with you all some brand new things that we're going to start implementing in our region to have some fun with some incentives that are going to just help grow the communities here in BNI Arizona. So really excited about that. And we are still in the mix of member extravaganza. So I will be sending out another update this week. We've added a lot of names to chapters all over town from the last update that I did. So people are coming in left and right, which is amazing to really help all of the professionals that are within our community build their businesses, grow by building strategic business partnerships with amazing professionals all over town. So I would highly encourage you guys to take advantage of visiting other chapters right now to meet some new people that are going around town. One of the next events that's coming up is Member Success Program training. So if you are a newer member and you haven't completed your Member Success Program training through Business Builder, we do have the next Zoom version coming up this Friday, guys. So on what is today? Today is Wednesday, so on the 12th. So the 12th from 1 to 4, Miss Bonnie Maley is going to be leading an amazing session for Member Success Program training. So make sure to tune in. And even if you've completed it before, it never hurts to have a refresher on the information. So let's keep maximizing on these new applications, new members coming in for Member Extravaganza. So all applications dated until June 3rd will count towards Member Extravaganza. And then we will allow membership committees 2 weeks after that June 3rd date to process any of those applications that come in. So they don't have to be approved by June 3rd, but the application does need to be submitted by June 3rd, so that way we can get all of those wrapped up. Awesome. All right, so today's education is about the different resources that we have available for you guys. So on the BNI Arizona calendar, so if you go to bniarizona.com and click on the calendar link, many chapters have posted their happy hours on the calendar, which are open for cross-chapter people to attend. So if your chapter is hosting a happy hour and that you would love to promote it to other chapters and have it open for anyone to attend, email me the information and I will get it added on to our BNI Arizona calendar to help build more visibility for your event. We even have visitors checking out our calendar from time to time to see what events are going on around town. So we have had many visitors also attend our cross-chapter happy hours. So make sure that we are posting as much as possible. One on the BNI Arizona calendar, which in order to post on that, you would just need to email me the information. I can get it added on. But I would also recommend posting on the BNI Arizona official group page any chapter events. So whether it's an open business day, whether it's a happy hour, all of those different events, make sure that we're maximizing on the visibility on this page, guys. So as a reminder, this page, this Facebook page, is intended to, one, ask for connections to pass referrals to. So it's about giving referrals to someone else or posting chapter events. So this page is not intended to post your own promotional stuff about your business. It's all about BNI chapter related items and asking for people to pass referrals to. So that's what this page is all about. If you tried to post something and it didn't get approved, it could be that it didn't meet the criteria for this page. Also, sub requests, guys. This page is not intended for sub requests. You need to go to the BNI Arizona sub request page to post on the sub requests. because the page will get bogged down with a lot of different sub requests. So make sure to post over on the BNI sub request page if you're looking for a substitute. If you're not already a part of that page, Google it and make sure to get yourself added so that way you can use that as an additional resource to potentially have that opportunity to connect with other BNI members that could sub for you in the future, because summertime is right around the corner, guys. So I know that many people schedule vacations this time of year, so you want to make sure that you prepare your substitutes. A lot of our vacations and things are already pre-planned, so as you're pre-planning your vacation, pre-plan your subs, guys, because you want to make sure you have the visibility in your weekly meetings. Prepare it ahead of time. Don't wait till the last minute to set up a substitute, because then it's harder to set everything up. So plan ahead as you're planning your vacations. Plan the substitutes as well. So great substitutes could be either people that work with you, clients, customers, BNI members from other chapters, but the most ideal person that could come and sub for you guys is a past visitor. So if someone visited your chapter one time, have them come back for their second visit, because someone can give their presentation up to 2 times per year. So any of those first time visitors, those would make an amazing addition to come back for their second visit and substitute for you. That way they get to come back an additional time to build visibility with the chapter. They get to experience the chapter again for the second time, because sometimes those open business days can be overwhelming for some people. So if we encourage them to come back to a normal meeting, that could be a great opportunity for them to have change their mind to submit an application. So you never know what you may get. So with these visitors, with these past visitors, there is a report in BNI Connect where you can find this past visitor information. So if you log in to the web version of BNI Connect, it's not available in the app, but it is available in the web version. If you click on reports, and so under the chapter reports, there's a report that's listed chapter visitor report. That chapter visitor report, you can pick any date range on that chapter visitor report and it'll pull up all of the past visitors. And the cool thing about that is it'll tell you whether or not it was their first visit, whether they're a repeat, whether they're a BNI member, but it'll also give you their contact information. So it'll give you their email, their phone number, all of that information, so that way you have the availability to reach out to them. That list also, guys, if you have either changed locations, have a new open business day coming up, anything chapter related that you want to share awesome news about your chapter with past visitors, make sure to reach out to those past visitors. You can go and pull that chapter visitor report. The cool thing about that is you can also export that information into Excel to easily filter through the information, copy any of the contact information to get that sent out. Make sure, guys, that as we're utilizing these visitor lists, that we're using it with the intention of having someone substitute or inviting them back to the chapter. We never want to utilize any membership lists or visitor lists to add to marketing materials. No spamming allowed, guys. So make sure that we are not adding anybody to our email marketing formats unless they have agreed to have you add them to it. So that is the only way to add someone to your marketing emails, is if they've agreed to be added. So please make sure that we are not spamming each other when it comes to having each other's email. And this is also a great reminder that as visitors visit your chapter, make sure that they are not spamming your members as well. So if you have the golden ticket, if you have members' emails on there, which I usually don't recommend having email on there, especially because it's much easier for a visitor to spam everyone if they have everyone's email on one sheet. But if you do, make sure to note or make an announcement in the meetings to make sure that visitors are not allowed to add the entire chapter list to their marketing material, because it's not about spamming. Those lists are intended, 1, to pass referrals, and 2, to set up one-to-ones to build relationships with each other. So it's important that we use that as a reminder. So today's whole thing, guys, schedule your substitutes. Schedule your substitutes, utilize the BNI resources available to leverage more people coming to your chapter, especially using past first-time visitors to invite them back as a substitute. And you can invite them back to another open business day too, especially if their category isn't full. So a lot of members spend a lot of time inviting those visitors to your meetings. It's awesome to be able to utilize those lists to follow up with them, invite them back, because you never know. It may have not been a good time when they visited before, but it might be a good time now. So if we don't follow up, we won't know. So make sure to utilize those visitor lists, so the chapter visitor report in BNI Connect, so that way we can connect with all of those past visitors that have come to the meetings. So thank you guys so much for attending this week's Wisdom Wednesday, and soon I will be utilizing YouTube to post these videos on. So I'll be shifting from Facebook Live to YouTube Live, so that way we can kind of capture all of these videos on our YouTube page. That way they will be easier to find and easier for members that aren't on Facebook to be able to view these videos as well. So that's coming soon. It's coming soon. But for now, still on this page, but I will send out announcements once we make the shift over to YouTube. So thank you guys so much for attending this week's edition of Wisdom Wednesday, and remember to record one chapter education for watching. Thanks so much, guys, and we will see you next week.